Hey everybody, it's Angie. I'm back for our daily dabble day 4. And you'll notice I am all alone. Everybody is busy right now, so it's just me and you. I have no helpers. That's okay though. Sometimes being alone is a little bit nice, right? Okay, so I actually was playing around with this project before I started my video today. So today I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what our project is going to look like when we're finished. I think you're going to love it. All right, here it is. So cute. Can you tell what it is? It's an owl face. Okay, so we're going to be using our paint today. And before I talked about kind of covering your table area when we're using paint, but you know, I was thinking you're probably just about out of stuff if you picked up a box from me. So a great thing to protect your workspace is your box. So you can just take your empty box and put that down on the table in front of you. You're going to need your paints. Also, today you'll need your egg carton. You should have 2 glue dots left from when we did our fun friends on day 1. So you should have 2 glue dots. But if you have a glue stick or a glue bottle laying around the house that you want to grab, just in case you need a little more, a little extra, then you can go ahead and grab a glue stick or a glue bottle. I have a glue stick that I found around the house. You are going to need your paintbrush. You will need paper towels. And you'll also need a cup of water to wash that brush out, as well as a pair of scissors. All right. Did I say paper? If I didn't, paper. Okay, you should have 3 sheets of paper in your box. Okay. So you can go ahead, grab your materials, and get ready to paint. See you soon. Okay, so check out this awesome workspace that I made using my supply box. If you didn't pick up a supply box for me, any pizza box would work if you've ordered pizza recently and still have that box laying around. If you don't have a box, you can unfold a large box and lay it down in front of you, or just grab some paper. Newspaper is great, just anything that you can use to cover your workspace, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do with our paper today is we are going to fold it in half. So you want to just make sure those corners and edges line up really nice, and then crease it right in the middle like that. And you're going to open it back up. Okay, now for mine, the first time around, I just used my primary colors, which we talked about earlier this week, which is your red, blue, and yellow right here. But we can use any colors we want. So surprise me, you guys. Just pick whatever color you like. Maybe I'll just go ahead and start with some orange. So I'm going to get orange paint. You guys get whatever color paint you want on your paintbrush. And you want a lot of paint, okay? Get lots of paint on that brush. And you're going to start in the middle of the page. And on this half, you're just going to paint a big circle or oval shape on half of the page. And you can even get a little extra paint. You want this to be nice and thick right there. All right, awesome. Once you have that, we're going to wash your brush out. Remember, when we wash our brush, it's best to just gently tap it in the bottom of our cup. That's a good way to get all that paint out of your bristles and make sure it's nice and clean. And then take your paper towels and you want to squeeze that paintbrush in there. Get all the water out of that. Make sure it's nice and dry. Okay, now pick another color. I'm going to go with yellow. But you can pick whatever color you want. Now, remember, lots of paint. And then on this one, you're going to go around again. Just do another circle or oval shape on the inside of that first color. And I'm done. Got lots of yellow on there, nice and thick. Wash my brush off and dry it again. Now this is going to be kind of a quick painting because we need our paint to stay wet here for our next step. All right, and one last, I'm gonna go with green. And on this last one, you're just gonna fill in the middle. Lots of paint, really thick, okay? It's okay if your paint kind of touches each other and blends together. That's all right. Okay, washing my brush off, and I'm just gonna leave it sit in my cup so my paint stays wet on this paper. So you have 3 rings of color on half of the paper, and what you're gonna do now is fold this paper in half, like a book. And you wanna press down and rub your hand on that. What do you think is gonna happen? Let's see. Okay, time to open mine up. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So what we just did is we made a copy of this half of the paper onto this half, all right? So when you look at this, to me, that looks perfect for making an owl face. And that is just what we're gonna do, okay? So what you need next is your cardboard, your cardboard egg carton and a pair of scissors. Now, if you're a little bit younger, you might need some help from an adult with this. Anytime you're using scissors and you're cutting something that's kind of tricky to cut, you want to have an adult around to make sure nothing goes wrong, okay? So I gave everybody a compartment of 4 like this, but you really only need 2 of these little sections. And what we're going to do with those is we're making our owl's eyes. Woohoo! Perfect for owl eyes. So go ahead, and you're going to cut this in half. I find the best way is kind of stick my scissors up if you've got like a little hole right there in this peak. Stick them through there and then just squeeze. Same thing on the other side. Whoop. Goes flying around. Okay. And now we have it cut in half. And what I did from there is just kind of trimmed around. Okay, and some of these pieces are going to come in handy later. Can you guess what for? So keep those nearby. Just going to trim this up. And snip that in half. Perfect. Okay, now let's get those glue dots out, okay? We're going to take these, flip them upside down like that. You know what? They look kind of cute like that too, wouldn't they? It would be hard to glue them down like that with a glue dot, but if you had a glue bottle at home, you could certainly glue around the edges right here and pop them on there like that. But I'm going to keep to my plan. So remember we talked about how to use these glue dots on day 1. Just tear them apart. And then you can peel off this clear part. And you've got your little dot of glue right there. I just love these glue dots. You can pick them up at any craft store, maybe even probably Walmart in the craft aisle. And you're just going to press that down and pinch. Put some pressure on there and peel it off. I didn't push down hard enough. It doesn't want to stay. Nope, it doesn't want to stay at all on that. Doggone it. Okay, well, you know, backup plan. I'm going to do a little bit of a glue stick on this one and just stick it. I'm going to stick it right in the middle of that last color that I used. Press down. I'm going to give this glue dot one more shot. That's a tongue twister. Glue dot, one more shot. Glue dot, one more shot. Maybe they don't work very good on egg cartons. You learn something new every day. But that is kind of one of the awesome things about art. It's great for problem solving. Sometimes you think things are going to go one way and they just don't. So you've got to figure out a different plan. Yeah, it just doesn't want to stick today, guys, huh? All right, well, forget the glue dots. Note to self, glue dots don't work on cardboard egg cartons for some reason. Use my glue stick. Stick them down right there. Perfect. All right, awesome. Now, remember this piece? or really any piece that you snipped off that looks kind of like a triangle, what do you think this would be good for? It would be great, I think, for an owl beak. Right down here. There we go. Okay, now let's make sure, we're going to go back to our paintbrush now. Let's make sure it is clean and dry. Now I'm going to get some orange paint. And I'm going to paint my beak orange, but really you guys could paint your beak any color you want to. It's moving around a little bit here because my glue didn't dry, but that's okay. So there is a beak on my owl. I'm washing off my brush, drying it real good. Okay. Now I'm going to take some white paint. I'm just going to swirl that around inside my egg carton cup. Fun. Washing that brush off. The last thing I'm going to do for paint is I'm going to get a little bit of black. Just a little on the tip of my brush here. And I'm going to just do a little dot in this eye. And then a dot in that eye. You want to really load up the black and just touch the black paintbrush, just boop, just one little dot. If you take it in there and you try to swirl it around or, you know, do little brush strokes in there, it's going to mix with that wet white paint and then you'll have gray eyes. But if you want gray eyes, that's fine. So there's my little owl guy, my little owl face. The only other thing that I added when I was finished the first time was a little detail with some black around the top. I did like some little hair. But I love to paint with black. I don't know why, I just do. Just did a little bit of extra around here. You could do this with black or any other color that you wanted to use. Just adding a little bit of detail. And you might have other ideas about what you want to add to your owl painting. There he is, he's done. Okay guys, thank you for painting with me today and making our adorable owl faces. So cute. Your challenge for today, okay? You have 2 more pieces of this paper in your supply box, okay? So your challenge is to think about 2 other kinds of things that you could paint this way. And what I mean is, what is the same on both sides, right? So maybe you've already talked about symmetry in school. That's when you put a line down the middle of something and it's exactly the same on both sides. Kind of like our owl's face, okay? It's exactly the same on this side and on this side. So if you were to take a walk outside in the woods, or I'm not alone anymore. So to find things that are the same on both sides, you might want to flip through a book that you have at home, maybe a storybook or a book that has lots of pictures of animals or flowers and insects in there. Nature is a great place to find things that are symmetrical. So, and you should also have 2 of these egg carton cups available to you as well. So if you can think of a way to add these into your other symmetrical paintings, and don't forget to add the pictures of your artwork and upload them onto Facebook with the hashtag DailyDabble, day 4. Can't believe it's day 4 already. Hashtag DailyDabble day 4. And I can't wait to see everything that you guys come up with to paint. All right, have a great day. See you tomorrow.